Russian plans to build biggest aircraft carrier in the world. A Russian state-run media website recently reported that Moscow plans to build the biggest aircraft carrier in the world to compete with the US's full-sized Nimitz-class aircraft carriers. The new Russian carrier concept, called the Shtorm, would match the size of the US's current carriers, displacing about 100,000 tons and carrying a similar number of aircraft, despite the site's claim that it would be the biggest carrier in the world. Russia currently has only one aircraft carrier, the Soviet-built Admiral Kuznetsov, which after decades in service just completed its first combat deployment to Syria, where it struggled to remain operational and lost at least 2 planes. The new Shtorm aircraft carrier has a displacement of 100,000 tons, is 330 meters in length, 40 meters in width and has a draft of 11 meters. The ship has a top speed of 30 kilotons and a sea-keeping performance of up to grade 7. Shtorm can carry 90 deck-based aircraft for various combat missions. The carrier has 2 ramps and 2 electromagnetic catapults to launch aircraft from its deck. To defend itself from aerial, the aircraft carrier has air defense missile and anti-torpedo defense systems. Like every Soviet aircraft carrier before it, Kuznetsov was constructed in the Nikolaev 444 shipyards, located in Ukraine. Russia does not have shipbuilding capacity for a vessel larger than 60,000 tons. One of their biggest initial problems is that Russia doesn't have any history in building aircraft carriers because the carriers the Soviet Union built were all built in Ukraine. Dmitry Gorenberg, an expert in the Russian Navy at the Virginia-based CNA Corporation, told the Moscow Times. On the Russian ship's deck there were about 30 planes, while an American aircraft carrier can carry up to 90, a Russian defense official told the site, Russia Beyond the Headlines, comparing the Kuznetsov to US carriers. Also, the takeoff speed on the Admiral Kuznetsov was a few minutes, while on an American aircraft carrier 3 planes can take off in 1 minute. Moreover, there are many tasks that the Russian ship cannot perform today. Therefore, Russia needs a new modern aircraft carrier. While Russia does field a global navy of an impressive number of ships with potent and long-range offensive capabilities, it sorely lacks the power projection provided by aircraft carriers. The Kuznetsov was built mainly for coastal defense, and without a nuclear power plant, needs considerable support to travel between theaters. Under sanctions for Russia's 2014 annexation of Crimea and hounded by the low cost of oil, the site admits that Moscow would struggle to fund the carrier project, and even beyond the ship, it would need to build 90 or so planes. While they do have carrier-based planes, like the MiG-29K, the Shtorm concept calls for T-50 planes, Russia's proposed entry into the 5th generation of combat aircraft. The T-50's production, like the Shtorm's, has been plagued with underperforming results while promising big increases to Russia's combat capability. Russia previously displayed the Shtorm concept to India, which is looking for a new, larger aircraft carrier as the older Soviet carriers. But New Delhi building its second carrier in India. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe.